Hi guys, and welcome to a new video. As you can hear, my voice is disappearing more and more. My apologies for that, but I am going to try to still make today's video for you. As you might know, if you've seen my previous videos, I had a market today. I'm already back home, so I know how it went. But I kind of want to take you guys along with how the day went. So this morning at 8 o'clock, I think. Yes, 8 o'clock we left. It was about a 40-minute drive, so a little bit before 9 we arrived. We got to our booth, we got our places, we got the tent set up, table set up, and then I got started on actually setting up my table. Now, when I was here at home and I was trying out my table, I used these, let me see if I can find them, these racks to kind of make like a shelf in height, but when I was there I decided not to do that today because I actually didn't have that much stock and my table was really big. So I just set up my table. I will insert some pictures here of how my table was looking. And then at 10 o'clock the market started. Now the weather today was really cold. It was I think an average of about 15 degrees Celsius, which is quite cold, especially considering that the previous days we have had 30 degrees this week. Just yesterday and the day before it was 30 degrees out. So it was just a really big change. It was cloudy, not sunny, and then around lunchtime we even got some rain. So we really didn't have a lot of luck as far as the weather went. The people who were there last year, they said that apparently last year there were so many people there, it was crazy. However, this year it was super calm. There was almost no one there. And with that, I can also tell you that I did not sell a whole lot. Now, my goal was to earn back the money that I paid for my booth, which I paid 10 euros. I got that back, so that's already a plus. I didn't lose any money on this, but I did lose a lot of time. I ended up selling only 3 plushies. I sold one purple turtle. I sold one of the Peeps bunnies. Pretty happy with that because it's not Easter anymore and I didn't know if I was gonna sell any, but I sold the pink Peep and then I sold my tiger. That's it. That's everything I sold. So my big boxes full of market stock are still full of market stock. So yeah, it didn't go very well. I'm a bit disappointed with how it went, especially hearing like this morning people say, oh yes, last year it was so busy, there were so many people, we couldn't keep up, and then there was just no one there. Now another factor that did play into this is that the organization had like 6 or 7 crochet booths. I tried to film a little bit there, but it was very windy and you actually couldn't hear me. I even tried with my earpods, but I look back at the footage and you actually can't understand what I'm saying. But yeah, it was just, there were 3 people who were selling almost the exact same thing as me, with the same kind of yarn, and then there were 4 or 5 more people selling like both plushies and clothes in like cotton yarn and other types of yarn, not soft but still crochet items. And it wasn't that big of a market, so it was a lot of the same booths just all the way around. It was a big grass field and they made like, it was quite nicely set up. They made like these pathways just all the way around so that people could just walk through all the booths. But there were a lot of crochet stands, a lot of plants, a lot of ceramics, and a lot of jewelry, earrings. And it was just basically every 5 booths you had the same thing start over and over again. And I noticed that people were just like walking through, not even stopping at the end. There was even a drink stand, but this was also very strange. There was this grass field where we were, which was bordering a street, and they put like all the food and drinks as well as like a kids play area all the way up the street. So basically, like where all the people were sitting and staying, it was separate from the market. So that also made that the traffic didn't really come to us, because they had to come to us especially to get to the market, instead of just being able to see from afar what was going on. And then they had like this small drink stand also where the booths were, but they also didn't have a lot of people. I think I saw maybe 10 people stop there, though, like during the whole day. It was a market from 10 to 5, so it was 7 hours and just not many people at all. But you know, I heard from the other people that were there at the markets that these things happen just like they happen everywhere else. Sometimes it's not that busy, if the weather doesn't work, if it's also just a small village, if there's not many advertisements made, yeah, people just don't show up. It can happen. I made my booth money back. I made a little bit of money, not much, but I can't complain. In 2 weeks I have 2 markets in one day, and I'm really hoping that I will sell more there. My goal right now, since I still have all of my market stock, I also made 3 plushies, by the way. I can maybe show those to you later. But my goal now is maybe to make some smaller items, because there was one more crochet booth. It was like a lady who has been doing this for a few years now, and she told me that around this period of the year people don't really buy expensive items. She said that a lot of people go more towards the €5 items, so really tiny plushies, but just like small things that they can get. So I might be trying to focus on that in the next 2 weeks, because I have 2 weeks now before my next markets. I might try to focus on that, just making like a bunch of tiny things that I can sell for like $5 or maybe even less. But so yeah, not that big a success, I want to say. Well, I'm pretty sure it's my worst market yet. But you know, those bad markets also have to be in there. It's a nice experience still. I was there, did some networking, got to meet some other people, got to see some other patterns, things that people make. So yeah, all in all, it was nice to meet people. Not the greatest market, but what can you do? I will now show you the plushies that I made, because I actually had in my list prepared that I wanted to have some dog patterns crocheted for this market, and I didn't get to them, but today I did get to them. I will just film while I'm digging through here. Oh, here they are already. So yeah, these are all the things that didn't sell. I'm really surprised that the sheep didn't sell, but like I said, just not many people even stopped at my booth. A lot of people were just walking through. Here we go. So this is the one I already had. I made a little bug. Then I made a corgi right here, and a little poodle right there. So yeah, those are the 3 patterns that I still made today. I'm quite happy to have those done actually, because then I can bring them for my next market. I'm going to try to figure out how to set this up better, because I feel like I can do a better job at setting it up. But yeah, all in all, made back my booth money, sold 3 plushies. Could have been a lot better, could have been worse as well. I know that there were people there who didn't sell anything. So, I mean, anyway, I know that it was a talky vlog video today. I'm very sorry for that if you don't enjoy that. I think the next video that I will make will either be market prep for the next markets, but I'm not gonna be prepping that much, so I might not make a video on it. But I will definitely film the next markets that I'm doing. It will be 2 markets, but it's probably gonna be 1 video because it's 1 day. But yeah, we'll see then how that goes. Let's hope that it will go better then. And yeah, with that, I am going to end today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I will see you next time. Bye guys.